ABC.
Here's a little ditty about the history of the I Shine School Academy. It all kind of started when Bridges and left a lot of love in a helping hand. He got a lot of dough and Troy Complete and Jackson, Max, and Miss Hamley. M6 crew popped off the tour. Ruby's gonna kick it up, you know for sure. Spencer, Rachel, Caroline, that's how we kick it. And I shine. When you shine, when you shine. We can handle this together. God will never leave us, never. Yeah, 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 yeah. His love makes us shine.
Hey Ice Shiners, it's Jamie Grace and I am super excited about today. We're gonna catch up with Caroline Grace and we're also gonna see some clips from some of your favorite episodes of I Shine Connect. You're also gonna get to meet 10-year-old Maddie, who stirred some things up in Tennessee and made an impact on Uganda. You are never too young to make a difference. And you'll get to hear a little bit about that from my mom, Mama Mona, and of course, it wouldn't be I Shine without some awesome music. So here you go with Miss Caroline Grace.
I was walking all alone, and I didn't seem to know that I was hardly alive, but my heart was beating. I breathe in your world with every step. I was taking up space, and I didn't seem to mind that someone new was knocking on my door. I opened my eyes, just another day. I wandered around for the words to say. You shook up my world, and that's okay. It's breaking me down, but it feels alright. You're all that I need for this lonely ride. I'm here with you now, stay by my side. Is this like the end of me? I'm worried just a bit. It looks like a narrow road. I wonder if I'll fit. I opened my eyes, just another day. I wandered around for the words to say. You shook up my world, and that's okay. Shook up my world. You shook up my world. You shook up my world. By my side. It's time to shine here right now.
And we're here with Caroline Grace, and that was an awesome song, so cool. So I'm just wondering, now this is your kind of like your first time as a solo artist, but before you toured in a group. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I used to be in a group called Pure Energy, and it was me, another girl, and another guy, and we sang, danced, and tumbled, all for God, and we traveled to a lot of different vacation Bible schools. We even got the chance to travel to Norway,
Nice.
which was really cool to see that even God's mission was being carried out over there, and it was fun to learn about the different culture and to see all the similarities and differences in another country.
Yeah, so you do this a lot then, the singing and the dancing. Did you start like a couple years ago, or this like your whole life? Like, when did you start doing this?
Well, my very first dance recital, I was 3 years old, and I came off the stage and I looked straight into my mom's eyes and I said, I just love performing. And then when I was 4, I actually had my first singing solo in a Christmas play. and I sang I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. And so I guess that's kind of when I realized that I did want to perform for my whole life. But then when I found out that you could use your talents for God, that's when I knew that I really wanted to be in this field of ministry. And it was great that I was able to be in the singing group, Pure Energy, to use my talents for God, because I feel like that's just kind of an introduction into what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah, so it's like a win-win because you get to do what you love and it's for who you love, and so it's perfect.
Right, it just works out perfectly.
That's awesome. Do you have a favorite out of singing, acting, dancing, tumbling? You do everything. That's so cool. Do you have a favorite?
I don't really have a favorite. I like to do them all equally. I think acting, I have a little bit less experience in there, so it's fun to, get more experience in that because I feel like it's kind of an unknown field for me. And then singing and dancing, I feel like are second nature because I've just kind of grown up doing that. So I don't really have a favorite, but I like to do them all.
Yeah, but if you could, what you're saying is you could basically handle a musical on your own. I mean, we just need to duplicate you and a couple different people, and you can handle it.
Sure, why not?
That's awesome. Well, we get to see a little bit of your acting in iShine Connect, which is super cool because it's new to you, but you're doing a good job at it. So we're gonna check out a clip from iShine Connect.
Spencer, what are you doing?
Mr. B, I was just trying to catch Audrey working.
Oh my gosh, you might as well be looking for Bigfoot at the same time.
How's that?
I'm afraid my niece is a tad lazy.
Huh.
How's this thing work?
See, you put your eye in this one, and I put my eye in this one, and then we can watch.
All right, check it out.
Here you go.
Excuse me. I asked for coffee and you gave me a water.
It's the same thing.
Oh, thank goodness, Audrey, you're here. See, I really need a napkin.
Just don't be so messy.
That's pretty impressive.
I guess it's a hidden talent.
What I love about that clip is that it really shows what it means to have a servant's heart.
Right, it just says that no matter what age you are, no matter where you are in your life, you can always set an example for God by serving others and just modeling yourself after Jesus and having a servant's heart.
Yeah, and I love what you said about you're never too young. I know for me, starting to sing at a really young age, it felt really awkward sometimes if people didn't think you were old enough to make a difference. And you started in Pure Energy at a really young age and dancing at a young age. So what was that like for you? Did you ever feel like you were too young or that people thought you weren't mature enough to do what you did?
I never felt like I was out of place because of my age, but if I ever did get down, I used 1 Timothy 4:12 to just kind of motivate me. And it says, do not let anyone look down on you because you are young, but you can set an example for the believers in speech, in life, in love, in faith, and in purity. And that verse would just kind of uplift me whenever I was feeling down. I'd also use the verse Philippians 4:13, and it says, I can do all things through Christ. And that would just remind me that no matter what age I was, no matter what I was doing, I always had God right behind me, kind of being my #1 fan. He was always, encouraging me to do my best.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you use scripture to relate to that part of your life. I mean, it's so important to look at the Bible. You look at David and Goliath. David was so young, and then Mary and Jesus. She was so young, but they were making a huge difference on the world and a huge difference in other people's lives for Jesus. And I think it's so cool. And I also just want to ask you, do you have any advice for any kids at home that might want to know how they can make a difference or how they can impact other people's lives, and just to remind them that they're not too young?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think you have to be singing for God or you have to be a prophet to make a difference in the world. Random acts of kindness can change someone's day or even their week. And you could clean your room before your mom came home and surprise her, or put away the dishes. And I think that is the best kind of ministry, is just random acts of kindness.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that, Caroline Grace. Totally appreciate it. And for everybody watching at home, we'll be back really soon.
It's time to shine it right now.
We'll be right back after this short break. Hi, I'm Carlton Fisk of the Chicago White Sox. One of the proudest moments of my career was when I hit this home run for the Boston Red Sox in the 1975 World Series. Pride is important, especially the kind of pride you find in the U.S. Army. The Army can help you grow as a person. You may travel, learn new skills, and further your education. So why not check out the Army, where you can be all that you can be?
Call this number toll-free or see your local Army representative.
The preceding message was furnished by Major League Baseball.